I'm going to share my screen. And a lot of people have been complaining about date and date and date since last week. So finally we are here. So that's what we are actually going to talk about today. We are going to start with the date function itself. And for us to be able to work with the date function, I dropped a link. I said coding is not all about cramming, right? So I dropped a link in the group. We are going to get to this in a minute. So I dropped this page link, right? Whenever I'm working with dates, I use this page a lot so that I don't make any mistake. And you're going to understand in a bit. So we are going to digress a bit, or let's see what we have on our slide. We did order by last week, right? So if null, this is just looking for if something is null, right? Coalesce, we are going to use coalesce later with our date. Replace length, string, substring index. We are going to make use of all this one tonight. Yeah, we are going to do all this data cleaning tonight. So all these are what we are going to do tonight, data cleaning. So tomorrow we'll just do join, nested query, and union density. So that's what we are going to do tomorrow. But today we're going to play around with date function and other things. So I dropped a data set in the group, right? And I want us to, that's the one we are going to work with today. So what I just did now was to turn off my save mode, right? Then after that, I want to choose the database that we use sales. I'm going to choose that. Then after that, the next thing is I'm actually going to import this data set in. This Pakistan one is a CSV file. I've converted it to CSV before I dropped it in the group. So I'm going to import it in. So let's actually import that in. And we are going to actually do cleaning. So I'll right click, table data import wizard. So I'm going to browse. And I think I have it under data sets. I have it Pakistan 1. So I'm going to open it. So I'm actually not going to do any big thing. So I'll just call it Pakistan. That's the name I'm going to give to it. So now I'm going to leave this data type the way it is. You can see this data. It is really messed up, right? It's really messed up. So all right. No problem, no problem, no problem. I'll try that. So as you can see, this data is very messed up, right? Is messed up, and our date is not even in correct format, right? So we are going to talk about dates today. So this date, I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm going to actually leave all the data the way they are, right? I'm not going to do anything to it. So what I'll just do is I'll just import it like this, next and next. And let's see the log. So we have some error here, but it's importing. We have some fail, incorrect integer, stuff like that. Okay, it has finished importing. So let's click on next. And here we have 367 imported, right? 367. So I'll just click on finished. So After that, what I'm going to do next is I've already imported it in, right? I'll just refresh. And here I have Pakistan. So let's select all. So select all from Pakistan and run. All right, these are all what we have right here. These are all what we have right here. So I'm actually going to leave it like this for now, right? So I'm going to leave it for now. Now let's do the next thing. Let's write some of the things we want to do in class today. So the very first thing we are going to do is to deal with date function. So date function. I should open another page. All right. Let me just copy this. All right. Let me open a new script and paste it right here. But before going forward, I need to actually set this. So I'm going to bring it right here. And I'm going to select my database, select my database, select my database. So selecting my database, I'll just say use sales so that I'm very sure. All right, that's good. So now let me complete this. Under date function, we are going to start with the most important one, which is string to date. String to date. String to date, that's number one. Number two, we are going to talk about using string to date with coalesce. We are going to do this using coalesce. Actually, let me just use hash instead of this one. Just use hash. Number three, we are going to deal with string to date. We are going to deal with current dates, core dates. We are going to deal with number four. We are going to deal with now. We are going to deal with today. Number five. We are going to do with current timestamp, if I'm correct. All these are just what we're going to play around with. Number six, add dates. Number seven, core date. Number eight, we are going to deal with so I've put core dates, sub dates. This is going to be sub dates. A whole lot of date function. Let's say time date div. We are also going to deal with day name. Number 9. We are going to deal with day name. Number 10. We are going to deal with month name. 11. We are going to deal with year. Number 12. We are going to deal with timestamp div, right? So let's finish all this one now. Though this is not all we are going to do. After this, we will now do data cleaning. So now that I already imported my data in, right? Let's start with string to date. Now, if I run this select statement now, you notice that actually here we have two dates. So very first thing we want to do with data cleaning, right? So we want to do data cleaning. We want to clean our data. So now the column that we are going to drop. So columns to drop. The columns we are going to drop. And if you notice here, I believe everybody can hear me clearly, right? Can you all hear me clearly? Yes or no? Can you all hear me clearly? All right. So now, let's see. Now, columns to drop. If you look here, you see that we have dates, right? And if you look here, we have Islamic dates. So this Islamic dates now, we are going to drop it because we use Gregorian calendar. So we are going to actually drop this Islamic date. So column to drop Islamic date. We are going to drop that. Now you can see here we have blast day and holiday type. So they're actually conveying the same information. So they put if there is holiday and if there is working day. So they put holiday type, the type of holiday they are doing on that day. So which is actually very important to what we are doing. So instead of deleting this holiday type, so we are just going to delete this blast date type, right? That's what we are going to deal with. So I'm just going to say blast day type. I'm going to remove that. Then time, the time is actually not accurate. So I'm going to remove the time, right? Now we have city. If you look here, we have city, we have longitude and latitude. So if you have city or province and you have longitude and latitude, they're actually the same thing, right? Because if you join longitude and latitude together in map, so it's going to give you the city or the particular location. Do you understand? So instead of us to keep longitude and latitude, we can actually delete it because we already have the city. But if what we are looking for is the exact location, longitude and latitude will give us the exact location, but actually we don't need the exact location. What we need is going to be the city. So I'm going to use longitude. I'm going to remove latitude, then longitude. I'm going to do that. So let's see the next one we want to do. So location category. Actually, this location, I'm going to remove it and I'm going to leave it this location category. Do you understand? Because we can't be going through the location one by one. There are a lot of locations here. But since we have category, they've been able to categorize the location. So we are just going to go with location category and we are going to remove location. So we are going to remove location. So, all right. Let's see the next one. Open space is fine. Sensitivity is fine. Influencing events, target type, target sect, right? So hospital names, we actually don't need it that much. So I'm going to just remove it. Now, before you actually delete any information, make sure you communicate with the person that gives you the project, right? So here you have temperature Celsius and temperature Fahrenheit. So you can actually remove any of these because they are conveying the same information. So I'm going to remove this Fahrenheit. So temperature F in bracket. So these are the columns we are going to drop, right? All these are the columns we are going to drop. So let's drop this column. Who can remind me, how do we drop a column? How do we drop a column? How do we drop a column? Who can remind me? Who can remind me? Okay. Okay, so alter table. Then the table name is Pakistan. Then, so we want to start dropping them one by one. So drop column. The column we want to drop, we want to drop Islamic dates. We want to drop this one, Islamic dates, right? Then drop column, comma here, drop column. Then the next one is blast date type, if I'm correct. Blast date type, right? The next one is, the next one we want to drop is going to be, so I'm just going to copy this one and paste it down here. So that is, the next one is going to be time, right? Time. So comma here. So I just want to drop everything at once. Latitude. I actually don't need this because it's just the column name. So since there's no space for it here, there's no space between the text, so we can just type in the name like that. Drop column, longitude, right? Drop column again. Drop column again. Location. Location. Drop column again. Hospital names. Now this one, there is space in between them, so we use backtick. So in that backtick, I'm going to put it there. The last one is drop column temperature. Temperature. All right. Close my code. Now, let's put it in a backtick. All right. So these are what we want to drop, right? What is the problem that Mr. Daniel, please unmute and be fast.
Hello, sir. Please, good evening. Please,
Well,
I just want
give me a minute, I'm coming. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to find out that for what I know is that before we even start cleaning our data, there must be an objective set. So I don't know.
There must be
objective that you must set before you know the columns that you're going to delete. But this one, like, I don't know what exactly.
Hello everyone. This is what I've been working with for quite a while. So I already know what I want to do. And because of our time, I can't be going through all that with you now. Do you understand? Because we have a lot of things to cover today. All right. Thank you. So I'm going to run this and let's see. So I think it has dropped those columns. Let's select all again. Select all from Pakistan. Select all from Pakistan, right? And if you look at it now, so it has removed some of our data, right? So now the next thing we want to do now is to convert this to date, right? So the next thing I want to do now is to convert this date. So we are going to use what we call string to date. So now let's use what we call string to date, right? So we want to convert this date to date, the normal date, right? Because if you look at it now, our date is in text, it's not in date function, it's not in date. So how do we now convert it? So to convert it, we have what we call string to date. This string to date, right? So string to date. So what do we want to do? We want to deal with the date function, the date column itself, right? You can see that's the name of the column, right? So the date column, so I pass it in, the date column, that's the column I want to deal with. Then the next thing now is to specify the format. Now, what is the format of our data set? If you look at this, our date is in this format. Our date is in this format. We have Sunday, we have day name, we have the day name, right? Hyphen month name, hyphen, oh, sorry. Then after that, there's no hyphen. What we have next is space. Then the date itself, the day. Then we have hyphen the year, right? Which is 1995. So this is the format of our dates, right? This is the format of our dates. So how do we now deal with this? We need to pass in the format. So I'll put it in a quote. Remember that our dates are always in a quote. So now if you come here to this SQL, this is where you're going to see the format. This is where you're going to see the format of our table. So if you look at this, percentage A is the abbreviated weekday name, Sunday to Saturday. That is when they abbreviate it. So if you look at our data, that's not what we are dealing with, right? There's no abbreviation here. It is full, right? It is full. So there's no abbreviation, which means that's not the format. We are not going to use that. This percentage B is abbreviated month name, numeric month number, month name, day, so suffix, first, second, third, right? That's, they gave you an example here, right? So what we are looking for is a format that represents the full day name, right? So now, percentage M, capital letter M, is month name in full. Month name in full. So if you look at our data, we've seen one, month name is in full. So, but we'll come back to that. What we are looking for now is day name in full, right? So if you look at this, weekday name in full. Can you see it? Weekday name in full. So which is exactly what we are looking for. And that is what? Percentage W. So if we come here, we will do percentage W. After that, we have what? Hyphen, right? Hyphen. Then the month name in full, right? So let's go back and check the month name in full. As we noticed that one earlier, right, which is percentage M, month name in full. So percentage M. So we are going to put it there. Then after that, we have space. Then the serial number of day, right? That is the day in number, which is 19. So let's look for the format that represent that. So day of month, right? 0 to 31. Then you have another one, day of month, numerical value, 01 to 31, which is this one. That's what we are going for. So we are going to put percentage D, small letter D. So I'm going to put small letter D here, percentage D. Then after that, we have hyphen, the year, right? Year is percentage Y, but let's see it. Year in full. If you look at this, year as numeric, 4-digit value. Year as numeric, 2-digit value. So what we are dealing with is 4-digit value. So here now, we are going to use percentage Y. So instead of, if it is 2-digit value, that is when they are writing something like 25, something like that. Do you understand? If it is 4 digits, 2025, do you get? If it is 2 digits, that is 25. So the difference here, for 4 digits is percentage capital letter Y, for 2 digits is percentage Y. So let's put what we copied right here. So this is the format of our date. So we are going to say from Pakistan. Now this is going to throw us an error. Let's see. Now, if you look at this, it's going to throw us an error. Why? Let's see. Alter table drop column. Where is that coming from? This is not the error that I'm expecting. Let me rerun this. All right. Actually, it does not throw us an error. Okay, it does not throw us an error. All right. Now, yes. Can you see something down here? It's giving us null, 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 null. Right? It's giving us null down here. It's giving us null value down here. Why is that? So let's check our data down. Let's run. Let's check some of our data down. Let's check some of our data down here. Down, down, down. So let me scroll down. So why is it giving us an error? Now, if you look at this, look at the February. Can you see February? Here, if you see here, February, what we pass here is percentage M, right? What we pass here is percentage M, which is full month name. But if you see this is not full month name, right? Remember, percentage capital letter M, what that one is dealing with is what? Full month name, which is January to December, which is not what we have right here. Here in February, right? It just shows us Feb. So if you look, the same thing with November, right? Sep, can you see it's Oct? April, can you see? Can you see this? So now, can you see them down here? Can you see? Now it now becomes full back, right? Are you getting this? Do you understand what I'm doing here? Do you all understand what I'm doing here? So now we have two formats. One is like this. Let me copy one. Let me just copy this one and paste it here. Now, this is one format. This is one format, right? This is another format of our date. Let me just copy this one and paste it right here. Now you can see our date itself two formats. Now, let's now give the format. For the very first format here, for the very first date, the format is going to be, we have Saturday, right, in full, right? Favor, can you see it? We have Saturday in full. So let's go and look at the format of Saturday in full. So if Saturday is in full, what is going to be the format? So if you look here, month name, we are looking for day name in full, right? So if you look here, day name in numeric, this is what we have. What we are looking for is day name in full. So you can see here, weekday name in full from Sunday to Saturday. That is in a situation where we have Sunday in full, S-U-N-D-A-Y, Monday, M-O-N-D-A-Y, Tuesday, right? Things like that in full, right? And the format for that SQL understand is percentage W. So what we're going to put here is, now we have Saturday in full. So percentage is going to be in a quote, percentage W, right? Then after that, what do we have next? We have hyphen, right? So I'm going to say hyphen. Then after that, we have Feb. Now, if you look at this, the format of this one now is not in full. Do you get it now? This month name now is not in full. So now let's look at the format when the month name is not in full. So where month name is not in full, so this is month name in full. Obviously, we are not looking for this one right now. Where month name is not in full. Now you can see abbreviated month name. This is abbreviated weekday name, whereby you have sun, month, till, something like that. But if you look at this one now, we have Jan to Dec, right? That is January to December, but in abbreviated format, which is what we are looking for. You can see here, right? Can you see it? The same thing with this from here down here. So here now, we are going to put percentage what? So let's check percentage B. So here now, we are going to put percentage B. Now, after the February, what do we have? We have space, right? So here now, space. Then we have the day number, right? The day number. That is the serial number of the day, is 06. So let's go and check. Let's go and check. Day as numeric, day of the month as numeric, and 01 to 31st. So we are going to use percentage B. Are you getting it? Percentage B. So I'm going to put that there. Then after that, we have hyphen. Then we have the year, right? So let's go and look for the year. The year is down here, percentage Y. Percentage Y. That's for the year. Capital letter Y. So if you use small letter Y, is the 2 digits, right? So sunset percentage C is not in quote. I do not use any percentage C. Where do you see percentage C? Numeric month name. This, if your month name is in numeric, whereby instead of January or February, they now say 1, 2, 3, 4 till 12. Do you understand? So we are not using this. Our format is not like that. Percentage B is not in quotes. Sorry, I'm going to remove these quotes. It's supposed to be at the end. Now, so the next one, what I want to do now, year, percentage Y. Percentage Y. Then close your quotes. That is the format for this one. That's the format for this one. Now, let's go to this one. Now, this one, we've already seen the format. The format is Sunday in full. So, you know, our date format, when we have Sunday in full, is what? Percentage W, right? Calm down, Olawumi. Calm down, I'm going to get there. I'm still trying to explain the format. People should at least calm down now. Don't rush me. If I rush now, you people will complain. Now I'm taking it bit by bit. You are still complaining. What do you want me to do? Eh? So, September in full, right? September in full is what? Let's look for it. September in full is full month name, which is percentage M, right? So we'll put it there, percentage M, then space 22, percentage D and percentage Y is the same thing. So now, here now, if you look at it, we have two formats in one data set. This is one format that we have. And if you look up here, this is another format. Whether you have 3 formats, you have 5 formats, you have 10 formats, you have 15 formats, you can join all of them together. That is when coalesce comes in, right? If you look here, we have this coalesce. Now, what coalesce is doing is return the first null value in a list of expression. Help select the most relevant value from a multiple column. Now, we use it in formatting, especially I use it very well in date. So what coalesce does is, if you are trying to find something and it does not see it, instead of it to return error, then you can pass in another format and say, okay, if this does not work, try this. If this does not work, try this. Do you understand? So in a situation whereby this does not work, try this. And if this does not work, try this. Do you understand? So now that we have two formats here, we can now say, okay, now let's now use it. Select coalesce, right? So now we'll now pass in string to date, the very first format. This is the format. You can pass it in any order. It doesn't really matter. This first, whether it's the first format or it's the second format or it's the last format, it doesn't matter. So what we are telling SQL that try this, right? If this format is not correct, then I'm going to just copy this. Try the next format. So if you still have multiple formats, you can pass in as many formats as possible. So that is, if this format does not work, try this format. Now, instead of percentage M, we are just going to change it to percentage B. Percentage B, right? From Pakistan. So now let's see the results. Let's run. Where's my cursor? Then run. Now, if you look at this now, it's still giving us null at the end here. I don't know why it's still giving us null. Now that we've passed two formats here, what is there? Does not load the data complete. Here, 367 rows. Okay, that means some of the data were missing. Some of the data were missing from the onset. I did not notice that some of the data were missing from the onset, and I did not really check. So, but that's not a problem, right? I can actually drop the table, but let me check the time. 9:22. Let me see if I can just drop the table. Just right click, drop table, drop now. Let me right click and table data import wizard, browse. Let me see this Pakistan and see. Next, Pakistan, next. I have to run. Let me just change everything to text so that it sees everything as text. We can change that later. I don't want to have any error again. Longitude, latitude, Serial number is int. Now let's run this and see. Let me show log. Oh, still having error. And it's not going to allow us to see it. All right. So now I've been able to import 468. I don't know what's wrong with network today. I've been able to import 468. So let me just refresh this table. Maybe this is the only thing we are going to do today, self. Now let's select all and be sure. 492, and I was able to import 460 something. What is causing the error? This one does not really have anything here. All right, let's just make use of this like this. All right, sorry for that. I don't know what's wrong with the network. Now, let's just work with this one that we have, right? Because of our time is fast spent already. So I'm going to remove all that. Now let's run this. It's still giving us, now I don't know why it's still giving us a null here. It's giving us null in some instance right here, which is not supposed to be. Now let's run this one. We've been able to fix some null, but we still have some down here. So I actually don't know what could be the problem, why the data is not importing very well. So one thing that we can do to make sure that the data is completed, the data is complete here, but let's count 13, right? Someone is saying 13. What is 13? 13 is null. Okay. So let's count the number of rows. But here we don't have any null. It's not showing any null here. So what we can do is let's try to trim our data so that we will notice if there's any excess space before or after it. So we have a function that we call trim. So to remove excess space, right? So you can actually update our table name Pakistan, update Pakistan, right? Set date to be equals to, then trim. Trim what? Trim the dates. Trim all the dates for me. So it's going to remove if there is excess space. And here you can see 0 row affected, right? It's still showing 468, which means it's seeing some things that I can't, right? It's seeing some errors, but I can't see them. I can't really locate null, and here I can't see any missing value right here. But what I can also do here is let's select null in our dates column from select if null, that is if it is null, if we have null in our data from Pakistan. So let's see all the columns that we call null. Incremental. Oh God. If null, let it write something like null there, and let it select it for us. So is seeing all these ones as null. All this one is seeing all this one. Let's count it. Count. Let's count them so that we know the number. 468. So there is no null there. So there is no null in our, there is no null. If null, it's supposed to write null there. But it does not really write any null there. So why is it giving 468? There is no null, it's just returning the normal thing. Now this is one of the things that we actually face. Select all from Pakistan. Let's see, how many do we have here? 492. So why is it showing 468? I don't know. I don't know why it's showing 468. Okay, now let's do another thing. Let's remove this space that we have inside, right? So let's replace it with hyphen. So what we can do is we can use the replace key, update our data, Pakistan, update our Pakistan, set date, to be equals to replace. So I want to replace in our date function, in our date, replace all the space. If there is space, replace it with hyphen. So replace all the space with hyphen, then run. All right. It actually did it for 450, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to do it for everything. So now that our date has been replaced, everything has been replaced with hyphen. For us to be sure, now if you remember, trim can only remove space from the beginning and at the end. And that's what we did here, to remove space at the beginning, at the end. So in a situation where there is space in the middle that we don't see, right? Maybe there is excess space in the middle that we can't see. So what we will do is, we are also going to replace, let's also replace space with nothing. So just put your quote here, but don't put anything inside it, then run. So you can see 0 row affected, which means there's no space anywhere, right? Now let's do this and see. If null, let's tell it to write something like not found, right? Then run. So here, there's nothing like not found. So let's count it. And let's count. It's still showing 468, but to us, it's showing. All right, so here, if you remember, we've removed the space to hyphen. We've changed all the spaces to hyphen. Then let's run. All right, 468. So we have some null value here. So what we're going to do, okay. Yes, I'm recording. So we've been able to deal with all the null except just one, but I don't know the reason why it just remained just one. So what we're going to do next is to just drop this null value. But if you remember, we've actually not updated our date to change it to the normal date. So let's update it now. Oh. Let's update our date. Update Pakistan, right? Update Pakistan, set date to be equals to what? Police, because we have multiple formats here, right? Police, set it to be equals to this. So set it to be equals to that. Let's break it down into two, right? Then let's close our code and run. All right, we have an error. Now, here we are having some things here. Why is this one giving us Thursday? Oh, if you look at this, our Thursday, right? If you look at Thursday here, it says THURSAY instead of THURSDAY. So that is why this one is giving us an error. So which means we have some inconsistencies in our data, right? We have some inconsistencies in our data. If you look at it here, do you see it? Do you see it? Right? Yes, I'm recording. So can you see this? The spelling of Thursday here is not correct. So what we're going to do here is we are going to go back to our replace, update Pakistan. Can everyone see what I just showed you now? Can you see this? Can you see this Thursday? It says Thursday instead of Thursday. So it's not going to understand that. So let's change it now. So we're going to do update Pakistan. Update Pakistan. Set date to be equals to replace all in date column all Thursday TURSAY, if I'm correct, THURSAY to what? THURSDAY in a quote. So replace it with that. Then I'm going to close my brackets, close the code and run. So one row affected. So let's run this. All right. So there's no warning which has taken effect. So let's run this. And here we have our data has been converted. Everything has been converted, right? All our data has been converted. Will you go and practice this or we should just move forward? Will you go and practice this or we should just move forward to the next thing? We should move forward, right? Nobody said anything. We should move forward, yes or no? If you want us to move forward, just say continue. If you want us, okay, forward. All right. So let's move to the next one. Let's say I want to extract, let's say we've been able to work our way around with string to date, colis, right? So now let's do something here. Let's say I want to extract the day name, the month name, and the year. So what I can do is I can say select month name, right? I want to extract month name. So from our dates, right? As, let's say as what? Month name. month name from our data set, the table name, Pakistan, right? Then we run. You can see this is going to extract all the month name for me, right? So let's create a column that will contain the month name, the day name, and the year. So alter, so what we want to do here is adding, this is selecting day name. So what month name rather, month name. So here, this is going to be, I'm selecting, I'm replacing this, I want to put everything there so that you understand what I'm doing here. Replacing this, replacing this with this. So what did I do here? Updating our dates, converting our dates. So here I replaced space, I replace space with what? No space. That is in brackets, space in a quote, right? This one in brackets, just ordinary quotes. So here, counting, right? This one, this is counting all the columns that does not contains null, right? The same thing with this, replacing space with what? Hyphen. With what? Hyphen. Replacing space with hyphen. All right. So now what I want to do here now is to add multiple columns. So here now, let's say alter our table name, alter table. Our table name is Pakistan, right? Add column. The column name is what? Day name, backtick, day name, right? And the data type is going to be varchar of, let's say, 15, right? Add another column, month name, which is varchar of 15 too, right? Then add another column, and this is what? The year, and the year is going to be int, right? Close my code, then run. So 3 column has been created. For us to check that, let's select all from Pakistan. Close and run. So if you check the end here, If we check the end here, we should have these three columns, right? So let's get the month day name first. So let's extract the day name, extract the day name. We can actually finish this class tomorrow. Because if I said that I should move forward again tonight, we are not even done with the date function, not to even talk of substring index. But let's see what we can cover tomorrow. If we can do Sunday again, let's see. I want us to finish this class this week. All right, let's extract day name. So if I do, let's extract day name. So if I do select day name, now you can do day. If I do select day like this, select day as day does not take anything. Sorry, it takes dates, right? Am I correct? It takes the column name as serial number. Yes, this is going to extract all the serial number for me. Sorry, a serial number from Pakistan. I did not finish it. So this should extract all the serial number for me. Do you get it now? It's going to extract all the day, that is the serial number of each day for me. But that is not what I want. What I want is day name in brackets, day name, then it's going to take the column date. Remember, the column name is date. So let's as day name from Pakistan, then run. So this is going to say Sunday, Monday. The day that it falls on is going to give us that. So now let's use it. Let's save it in this our column, name, day name. Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page? Yes or no? Are we on the same page? Yes or no? What about others? We have 41 people here. Nobody's talking to me. Hello, it's just one person that answered. What about others? Hello, can you all hear me? Can you guys hear me? You wish this class can be taken again? What is the problem? Oriti Daru, you don't scatter. Okay, let's finish day name, month name. Then I will now answer. I will now answer your question. I will answer all your questions. Lost along the line. You lost along the line. The error back and forth is too much. It's normal now. All right, let me just extract the day name and the month name. So let's update that. I will now answer all your questions. After we will stop here, then I will answer all your questions. Do you understand? So update our column name, Pakistan, right? Set the column name is what? The column name is day name. Set day name to be equals to what? Select equals to day name. That is, it's going to extract day name from the date and it's going to put it under this column name, day name, right? So let's run it. All right, we don't have any error. So let's do the same. So instead of me to run the select anymore now, I'm just going to update this. Select is just for me to be able to see what I'm doing. So what I want is month name, right? Then this is going to be month name, right? Then run. So updating the month name column. Then the last one, updating the year. Updating the year column. This is going to be year. All right, then it's going to update the year column. All right, so now let's select all from Pakistan. And now let's see. Now you can see what we have right here. So now raise your hand, raise your hand. Let me take your question. Let's stop here today, right? Tomorrow, can we start by 8? That is 30 minutes earlier before our class. Is that possible? Can we do that tomorrow? Let me answer your question now. We have like 10 to 15 minutes. If you have question now, let me answer all your questions, please. Raise your hand though if you have question. No, 8:30. All right, no problem. Raise your hand if you have question. I'm not taking this again, no. So ask your question now. Because tomorrow we are moving forward. Right, we've done this one. Right, we've not done core date. Now, current timestamp, add date, sub date, date div. We've done day name, we've done month name, timestamp div. We've not done that. We've also not done number 13. Let me just put everything together here. We can't move forward if you don't understand it. That's why I'm saying you should raise your hand if you have question now. Raise your hand now. Favor, please unmute. Favor, unmute.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, first of all, my after running the what do they call it? All the Pakistan data from Pakistan is showing me 300 and let me look at it. It's showing me 300 rows. Why yours is showing 468 rows? That's number one. It also happened for the that was last.
Reload it and change all the columns to text.
Okay.
So it's
Then
going to import everything as text for you.
okay. So I should go to the browse area and browse everything, change it to text. So, like as if I'm
Drop the table again. Drop the table first, then you upload it. So instead of you to leave it in number, you will change it. Instead of you to leave some in number, some in integer, blob rather, right? Change everything. Make sure that they are all in text. Then try importing it again.
okay.
Yeah.
Then secondly,
Mhm.
then looking at what you've done now, the dates, the month, and the year. So that means we can scrap the other dates that is showing there since it was giving us errors or something. I don't know.
There's no more giving us error. There's no error here again. We've converted it to date. There's no more giving us error. You know what we did here? Let me arrange it the way it's supposed to be. We've replaced all Thursday. This one was giving us error. Instead of Thursday, they wrote Thursday. You understand? So we replace it. Sorry. So that is why it was giving an error. Do you get it? Favor, are you there?
No, I just wanted to go and watch the class. That's just it.
The class recording service.
The last areas we did, I understood those parts, but that's those back and forth we were doing before. That's where I kind of understand, but I'm still lost. I've not understood it for myself, so I'm just gonna rewatch it.
Yeah, practice it. Practice it. You're gonna get it. It's not at
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any question from anybody? Let's try to practice this night. Oh. Do we have any question? Any question from anybody? Please ask your question now. Please. I'm working overnight today. So maybe all through tomorrow I will be sleeping. If you even send me a message, I might not be able to attend to you until around 3 or 4. Please ask your question now if you have any. If you send me a DM tomorrow, maybe in the morning, I'll just sleep. Maybe I will sleep around 7 or 8, and I'll be up maybe around 2. So if it's 2 or 3, so if you send me any message before then, maybe within the range of 8 to like 2 or 3, I might not be able to respond. If they call me, I might not be able to pick because my phone is going to be on silent. If you have a question, please ask now. Do you understand? Ask now. Okay. One for please unmute. You can unmute. Obianuju, please unmute. Oh. Madam Obianuju, please
Good
unmute.
evening, sir. Sorry. Good
Good
evening, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Good evening, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Network has not.
I can hear you. Hello, ma'am. I think she's out again. Is there anybody with another question? Oh, she's out. Okay. Favor. Yeah, just practice. Favor, please go ahead. Favor. Yeah, you see, I've muted you back. Unmute. Favor, please unmute. Yeah,
No, you mentioned how we can do some kind of this thing, like you will go and the way the Pakistan heading is under the sales, you go to something that looks like a what do you call it? Is it plier that they call it or something? I don't know if you're understanding what I'm
I
saying,
don't
sir.
understand you.
Okay, go to the where the schemas is,
Mm-hmm.
the Pakistan area,
Mm-hmm.
that place that looks like a plier, those three
The
stumps that
setting.
is there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, the setting.
yes, yes,
Here, right? You
yes.
want to come and be
So
changing
I'm
data
changing,
type?
yes, I'm
No,
changing the data
no,
type
no.
from
You've
there.
already imported it in, right? You are just making changes to the already imported data. Do you understand? What you are going to do is
Okay.
drop the table itself so that you have the data outside of your database, then import it again. So while importing, that's when you now change, make sure that everything is in text. Do you understand?
So I should type it as a code in this and drop table Pakistan, right?
Yes, yes, you can. You can do it like that.
Okay, before I go and import it in that same page that I'm in.
Yes,
All right. Then after that, I should rerun.
just
All
run,
right.
make
Okay.
sure that the data is dropped. Another way is to drop the table is just right click, then you see drop table right here. Just right click on the table, then you see drop table, so you can drop the table from there. So,
Okay. Not seeing any drop table. Oh.
right, right-click on the table you imported, right? Make sure that the table is open. It shows the available tables.
Okay, okay, okay,
Right
okay, okay. I've seen it.
And you put drop table, so you can drop it.
So it's showing review SQL or drop. Okay, drop now. All right. So
Okay.
it's out. I will now re-import.
Yes,
All
import
right,
it.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Someone is sending me a code. We have an error here. So let's call it print to date, percentage W, percentage M, space. Are you sure that you've not changed it? Mr. Kweku, are you sure that you've not changed all the spaces to hyphen? If you change all the spaces to hyphen, then what is going to be your delimiter now is going to be the hyphen. Do you understand? It's going to be hyphen. But it's giving us incorrect parameter here now. So it's going to be hyphen. Is there any other question from anybody? Do we have any question, please? Do we have any question? If there is a question, please let me know. Raise your hand now if you have a question. I'm dropping the notebook in your group now. I've dropped the notebook in your group. So, is there any question? Today's class assembled a lot of people. How? Humbled in what form? I don't understand.